Okay, it's live again, and for second time this week, now on Thursday, just 2 days after the last stream. Let's do this one more time. Okay, it's okay. I said as a title for this stream Oasis versus Blur, and it's kind of misleading because it's not about that. It's just a basic uh, concept. I just want to draw the cover, the CD cover of the cover of one of the disc of one of those bands, and I need to say that I arrived really late to that battle. It's not a battle, I think. Oasis versus Blur was. Oh, I don't like this. I need. Okay. Just a second. I arrived late to that battle. Neither Oasis or Blur was the kind of music that I was listening to. But at the end, I was on the probably on the Oasis side of the story. It was one of the bands that I used to listen at. Uh, it wasn't late 90s. It was at the beginning of the 2000s for me. So as I said, I was late to that story, and I was mostly a fan of Oasis music. I had the chance to listen the band live once in Guadalajara. So as I said, I suppose I was on the Oasis side of this story of this battle. But I think at the end, um, and it's something that we can discuss or we can just talk about this, and this mostly the idea of this stream. I try to draw the cover of what's the story more than glory. Mm, Probably we can say that at the end, um, Blur wins because Blur is still around. Yes, in the form of gorillas. Obviously, uh, Blur was mostly Damon Albarn's work, and Gorillaz is still making really interesting pieces of music. And Oasis was stuck until today in that uh, late 90s battles uh, between the brothers. So I suppose I didn't choose wisely in that moment because I listened mostly to Oasis, and probably at the end the work of Blur was more. I don't know how to say this. It is most consistent. It was worth to listen even until today. I mean, obviously the work of the Gallagher brothers is it's a really interesting pieces of music. Recently, I just discovered the long play disc of the Network Festival, and I remember I watched that movie documentary at the cinema few years ago. I didn't remember, probably 4 years ago, and it was really interesting. And I just found the disc is now available, but uh, I still listen. Uh, I still listening Oasis until today in my daily routine. I mean, I there are a lot of mostly Oasis, not Blur songs in my playlist. And while I'm driving on road, or I don't know, um, just moving around in the city, I'm still listening that. Mostly, as I said, uh, Blue Oasis, not Blur. But I think it's um, it's just my comfort zone. I really like that songs, but at the same time, it's probably because it's about that period of time in my life, and it's good music. But at the same time, uh, probably that's it. It's over, and obviously I moved to a different kind of music. It's not all the things that I listened to. And for me, it's something that I don't know, bring me memories about that period in my life, and it's something that I really like to listen to. As always, I had issues with the lightning. No, this is not the right place. I think probably I got into Oasis and Blur, and I understand that uh, pop culture movement disguised as a battle. Probably also really, really late. I don't know, 2005, 2007 or so, in a TV documentary called Seven H's of Rock. Here in Mexico, it was aired by VH1. I remember watch that on VH1, and it's a really interesting um, documentary. It's really hard to find legally because it's available on YouTube with the Spanish Latin American audio, and it's okay, but probably it's not the right way to watch that. So I didn't know if there's available on any on demand video streaming platform. I didn't find it in um, Amazon Amazon Prime, neither Netflix. It's not available anywhere. For me, it was really a really interesting way to understand, to discover, to find how that musical movement works, what's happening at that moment uh, in a different place, in a different place of the world. And I understand it's I need to say that I understand a lot of music about that 7 chapter TV show documentary, and it's really it worth to be watched. It's really interesting. It's from the BBC, from the British television, and for me it was really, really interesting, and I mean really helpful. But mostly, probably, as I said, it's because I had a lot of memories, a lot of. I mean, probably Oasis was a part of my life in really interesting, relevant moments in my life on that years. So that's why probably I I became a fan of Oasis. But at the same time, I'm really, really aware that uh, Blur wins. And also later, I became a huge fan of Gorillaz. And I need to say that it's on my to-do list in order to attend a concert of Gorillaz, and I hope to do that soon. I just discovered by a friend that Gorillaz is about to be here in Mexico, in Monterrey, and I didn't aware of that. But it's on Monday, and it's quite hard for me to travel to Monterrey to attend a concert in Monday night. So probably it's a not for me this time. But it's on my waiting list because I really want to be in a live concert of Gorillaz soon. I hope soon. Obviously, this CD, this disc cover, it's square shaped, so I had a different perspective here. I'm trying to just to adjust the way how everything is placed here, but it's as always just the main idea of the of the image, and just a way to talk about something that it's relevant for me. And today it's music again. I just I already draw something related with uh, movies. I feel kind of comfortable drawing buildings. So it's music, and this CD, this disc has these buildings in the cover. So it's really made for this drawing exercise. I don't remember when I traveled to Guadalajara to that concert of Oasis. It was probably 2007, 2008. 2000, yes, probably 2007. And I remember it was the tour of one of their, probably their last album. But as probably you can say, is I was there for the classics, for the typical songs that everyone in the crowd already knew, and you want to hear that songs again and again and again. And okay, the new album, the new music, it's interesting, but at the same time you are there for a different reason, and you want to listen that songs, not the new ones. But for me, in my memory, it was a really nice concert. I really enjoyed it. So I think also I was really lucky to be there in one of the latest concerts um, of Oasis before they are split, and until today, mostly the British press, is still selling copies and copies of newspapers and also online, with this never-ending story about the fight of these brothers. And I think if both of them are still alive in several years, obviously they can play together someday. probably not soon. Uh, it's obvious that that's gonna happen someday. And obviously, a lot of people will want to be there. Me in that list. Probably I'm a little bit afraid that because time is passing by and they, us, are getting older. Mm, Probably they didn't live enough to play together again, but it's obvious that that's that's gonna happen sooner or later. Probably later than sooner, but that's gonna happen. It's like in Muelle de San Blas, we are still, a lot of people are still waiting for these brothers to uh, end that never-ending fighting and play it again. And yes, that's gonna happen. Mark my words. I find this background music, in a Creative Commons search engine, and I was quite in a rush because I need to find new music quick for my upcoming stream that day. Um, I just searched for ambient music, and that's why each piece has ambient as a word in their title. You can find the playlist in the description of this video here below. Mhm. I saw um, a post of someone taking photographs in that specific spot in this city. I don't know where this street is located. But obviously, it's not Abbey Road, but probably it's a place that some people like me. Sorry, my Google Assistant just decided to say something. Probably it's not a place. Obviously, it's not as famous as Abbey Road, but it's, I think, an interesting place to visit. Mm-hmm. That's it, the basic shape. There are a lot of mute colors. It was really fade color. So this is probably different again because it's not quite bright. So it's something different today. Hi Gina, welcome. Hey, hey Google, ¿en dónde se tomó la fotografía de la portada del disco de Oasis, What's the Story Morning Glory? Probably it's too complex. It's Soho in London. Okay. Probably it's a place to visit in my upcoming travel, in my upcoming trip to London. I don't want to talk about this. I don't like to talk about this, but I'm in the lottery, in the drawing to run the London Marathon in this October. Probably for my eighth, ninth time. I apply 6 times for the New York City Marathon, and I do it in my sixth or seventh time. So London is waiting, and I'm still applying to. But probably if I run the London Marathon, if I travel there to run the London Marathon, probably I need to take a picture in this street in Soho, London. I knew that now. Okay, a lot of mute colors in the during the shadows. Why, like the chavi? Chavisa, it's this kind of word that probably doesn't exist anywhere but here in Mexico. Chavis. It's probably something hard to explain to a foreigner. Why are you in the shadows? The lightning company doesn't. Uh, the lightning company failed to you? What's happening? Nope. All of my markers are too dark or too bright, and I didn't have something really pale as I need right now. I don't like this one. Green gray. I use both this set of 80 markers, and then I discover the set of 120, but no, it's too late, it's too much. And I just found I probably doesn't look right on camera, but there is a stitch of the center of the booklet in the sketchbook, the thread in the bending of the pieces of paper. So probably I'm just right in the middle of my sketchbook, and I I need to remember. I need to say that this sketchbook was a gift on January 2020. So I'm 2 years struggling to just getting into the half of my sketchbook. So probably this is gonna last forever, uh, as a song of Oasis. This is gonna last forever. Yes, I knew, Gina. You are viewing the stream, but you aren't paying attention or making any comment. Don't worry, it's okay. Are you having a stream tonight? What are you playing tonight? La Chaviza. Earlier tonight I was talking about Oasis versus Blur, how I was on the Oasis side, but at the end I think Blur wins, and Damon Albarn in Gorillaz, it's probably the the soul of of Blur, and it's going and going and going. And right now, Gorillaz it's on tour, but I can't attend because it's Monday on Monterrey. That's the quick recap of tonight's stream. It's Thursday for your special game, you know? What are you playing tonight? Probably Gina it's not making an answer because she's in the shadows, and that's okay. It's raining in that music, and it's kind of annoying me because I didn't. There are no chances to rain, and that just make me think about raining. There are two yellow lines in this side of the road. I feel more comfortable with my Google Assistant in Spanish. Obviously, I talk in Spanish all day long, but sometimes I used to listen a radio station in English, and sometimes it's hard to ask for that radio station named in English because my home assistant is set up in Spanish, and it's quite a mess between English and Spanish. I didn't think before this stream. I never think about the place of this where this photo was taken of. Right now, I think it's truly a great idea to visit that place and try to have a updated view of that picture. I was tweeting with someone just minutes before starting this, and this idea of cadena de oración. Please pray for me for my London marathon this October. I can uh, I can bring key rings, keychains for anyone in this stream. So just Gina. It's not the most famous cover of a disc. Obviously, the biggest, the most bold idea if you're thinking in a city cover, it's obviously the Beatles on Abbey Road Street. Uh, but probably it's not for my age group. And as I said, this is more appealing to me because I'm old, not that old, not too old. Now black. I'm still fighting with finding the right place to put my notebook. Ina saying, referring to La Chaviza as another different social group, as if she was an old lady. I need to fix this because this head is mushroom shaped or something. Obviously needs to be narrow in the downside, and the ears just appear a little bit. Both persons are blurry in the original image, so that's even easier for me. That's why I choose this image mostly. Oh, this hand. Just one hand appear to be clear. Also, their clothing, it's really mute, really plain, clear. This is directly black. Dark, really dark brown. For the first time in almost, I didn't remember since when, twice a week on this stream tonight. So that's an achievement. I had a lot of things to do, I had a lot of work to do, but I'm really enjoying this. So that's why I trying to attend this as a challenge. And yes, I'm still thinking that twice a week something for this exercise. So I hope to come back next Tuesday night. Brown, dark brown for his shoes. Darker brown. It appeared to be loafers, like chanclas, but no, that's not the case. Sorry about that. I need to fill this gap because there is a lot of there's a lot of gray areas of empty space. As I said, it's a blurry image. And this other guy, it's wearing dark blue jeans. Obviously, it's not the main idea of this talking, but I think for me it's really, really, really annoying the way how in Spanish it's an official accepted word, blue jean with B and Y, and just one word, blue jean, as a translation for blue jeans. That's not a word, that's not a way to say that piece of clothing. And blue jean, it's just a bad idea to have that word to be an accepted word. Luckily, no one is using that word. It's just an example of how the institution in Spanish that approve, and that's the beginning of the problem, how we need an institution to approve some words. Blue jean got a green light and we can use it legally as a word, and obviously it's a bad idea. It will be great to listen to Oasis as background tonight, but I can't do that. Instead of that, we had this guy cheering to another guy called Johnny. Okay. The black marker. And again, great to fill the gap. The yellow one for the candle. I didn't view that disc of the network concert, that documentary that I saw several years ago. The disc looks amazing. I already listened that on YouTube, and the disc it's quite interesting, but I didn't own a device to play long plays. But it's mostly a piece of memorabilia, I think. So it's recorded now. If I got into the 2022 London Marathon, key rings to anyone who watched this video. That's easy. Uh, uh, uh. Probably it's a bad idea to have a huge collection of mute light colors, so I can understand why I didn't have that shade in this box set. And at the same time, I understand, I suppose, that uh, it's trend, so that's why this this cover looks in this way in this specific moment in the time. Just don't do that, and that's it, Gina. Don't worry, nothing happened. Chill and watch some series or something. It's okay, don't worry. You are not a pro yet, so you can take a day off tonight, and it's okay, don't worry. I'm using almost the palest shades in my box. One more chapter of your favorite TV series, and that's it, Gina. Don't worry. Or you are waiting for the premiere of Formula One Drive to Survive tonight are at 2 a.m. Mexico time. Probably I should arrange some watch party at that time. Um, I missed that chance. No, this is flesh and it's a bad idea. This one works better. I'm pretty sure that you probably can't anything else, Gina, so okay, don't worry. Why I didn't apply color to the shirts of both shirts? What happened? Why I decided to move to the buildings? Okay, that was really quick and really easy. That's it. And I need to make this another one. This shirt pale yellow, but I don't want to make that guy look like he's naked on the street. So let me find pale yellow. I don't like this. It's too dark. It appeared to be almost the same shade in the cap, and it's totally different. And also, it's again the same issue with my lightning and the yellow shades, the yellow colors. Okay. If you should do that, Gina, it's almost time. So have a good stream. Thanks for watching and see you soon. I don't need this anymore. This is like a brick brick and mortar. So I don't like the way how this black marker, the outcome of this black marker, because it turns almost immediately into a dark shade of green. That's why I use another different black marker to the outline, but I need to find the other, the third one. It's not here, it's here. It's darker and it works better here. Mhm. Bye bye, Gina. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming. Good luck in your stream. Bye bye. So, as always, the title of this stream was just misleading because it's not about Blur versus Oasis. It's not even about the story about this album. It's not about my trip to watch the band live several years ago. 15, probably 15 years ago. Wow. I'm becoming really, really old, really, really quick. I didn't forgot, I didn't miss this hand. The hand doesn't appear. As I said, it's a really blurry image, so it's kind of okay. It looks like a cartoonish guy without face. I just saw that my last stream it was below 1 hour, and just right now I'm in the line of 1 hour long, so it's okay. I use this really nice fancy set of headphones, and I think it was with a really good quality, and I just discovered a really weird background music. Or is something happening here? No, it's really weird, and I didn't listen that before. I'm not paying attention earlier. I assume it's weird. Probably it's not too easy to recognize. Obviously, if you didn't knew the album, it's even harder. It's not so well bonded into the popular culture. So today it was I don't like the outcome. It's not quite detailed as I wanted, but it's okay. Probably it works. What's the story? Morning Glory, and that's it for today. That's my own personal version of that CV, and as always, the huge pile of used markers that I work with. It's March 10th. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you soon. Bye bye.